Never. Never. Hey, you done fucked up, boy. You done fucked up, boy. Hey, dude, you done fucked up, boy. You done fucked up, boy. You done really fucked up, boy. Boy, hey, look, boy. Hey, look, let me say something to y'all niggas right quick, right? I'm gonna break this shit down to y'all one time and one time only. Geechi Gotti does not call no shots about no fade. Geechi Gotti told everybody on a public platform that he was kicked out of jail. Now, which one of you bitch ass niggas believe that? So what the fuck make y'all think it's a fair fade going on? He didn't take his time. That man said he got kicked out of jail. Geechi Gotti said he was kicked out of jail. And you think his words is credible on a fade in the street? Is that what y'all think? Not with me. Any of you fake ass street niggas or you thugs that go for that, use a hoe ass nigga. That's the only nigga on planet Earth that sat on a public platform and said he was kicked out of jail. That doesn't even happen ever. And you think I'll take a fade in the street with him? Geechi, if I take a fade in the street with Geechi Gotti, if I humiliate him, he is not gonna accept that, people. These gang member niggas hide behind their groups. When something goes wrong, their emotion clicks on. They're emotional. Here's a trivia for y'all. Name for me one battle rapper who's in a gang who is on camera doing something to a rival nigga. Boy, please, y'all will never walk me down the street. I made it this long. I ain't never been no dummy. Name for me one battle rap gang member that is on camera doing anything to a rival set. None of them. Zero. Boy, y'all couldn't play with me. Taking a fade with a nigga that went on a public platform and said that he was kicked out of jail is a dumbass decision. I ain't never been no crash out. You take a fade with this type of nigga, he's not going to accept it because he didn't even accept his time. So you asking a grown man that's in the gang to accept defeat from me and walk away smooth. And he told y'all he was kicked out of jail. He didn't even accept his time. So why the rest of the niggas on the case didn't get kicked out too? These are his words. Let me say something to y'all about these gang members, right? They can play with y'all. I look straight through them because I grew up in that for real. I look straight through them because I know for a fact it's all based on them being deep or them being some kind of alliances or something. It ain't got nothing to do with no real shit with no gang members. None. If you can straight get on the camera and say, I was kicked out of jail, and then you say, we gonna take a walk in the alley and go catch a fade, what dummy you think I am? How many of you street niggas and you thugs in this culture accept being told you were kicked out of jail? And you think that I would go out here and crash for y'all? He offered adept boxing gloves. He did not. All these niggas changed the rule when it come to me in boxing gloves. Y'all notice that? Because somebody done told these niggas. That's all it is. That's all it is. See, the thing is, they play these games with y'all. When you walk into that boxing ring, it's me and you. We can dap up and walk away. If I fight Geechi Gotti in the street and I hurt him severely or something like that, he's not going to accept that. He didn't accept his time, y'all. He didn't accept his time. The man said he was kicked out of jail, bro. He didn't accept his time. So you think he'll accept defeat? When you take a fade with a nigga in the street, you're saying, I'm willing to accept defeat, man. He's not willing to accept nothing, man. Fuck is wrong with you niggas? I don't care what y'all felt like or what y'all thought. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Here's the thing with y'all niggas, right? Y'all know how I move around. I ain't finna argue with no peon ass gang members. You didn't even take your time. You didn't even do the honorable thing and take your fucking time, nigga. So you're not gonna do the honorable thing and take no fade. Damn. Cause guess what? If something go wrong, right? Let's say we mix it up and something go wrong. Guess what everybody gonna say? I mean, you knew he ain't take his time, so why would he what? Nigga, if you couldn't walk down your time like a man, what the fuck makes you think you gonna take a fade like a man? Gang members don't take fades. They hide behind shit. They've always been doing it their entire time. That's why they be in gangs. They hide behind a group of niggas. The moment me and Geechi Gotti take a fade, I get to if I get the best of him, what's gonna happen? Let's cut the shit. What's gonna happen? Let's just be if you a real human, period, you'll understand that. The man didn't take his time. This ain't no nigga you take a fade with. He didn't take his fucking time. He said he was kicked out of jail. Do y'all know anybody? Everybody here know somebody in jail, right? Or know somebody that been to jail or been there. Have you ever heard a nigga say that they were kicked out of jail? So that's 100% a lie. So why the fuck is you trusting the words that it can be a fade outside with a nigga? Shit, not me. Nigga, I ain't make it this long being no duck ass nigga. I'm from there for real. Fuck is you talking about? That's why I didn't walk down these gang member streets, because I know it's all bullshit. I know for a fact when it come to gang members, they always change it up. Gang members change the rules for who they want, but guess what? Fucking with me, we finna see how many of you street niggas stand on what the fuck you said. We finna see how many of you street niggas standing on what the fuck you said fucking with me. We gonna see how many of you street niggas walk away from them. We finna find out now. If a man did not take his time, he's not taking a fade, sir. He will not take defeat. It's out. Common sense. This nigga said he was kicked out of jail, and don't none of us know one person on this planet that's been kicked out of jail. That means he's 100% lying on who the fuck he is. You think that he could say, we're gonna take a fade out here and that's gonna be that? That's what y'all think? Nigga, please. If it look like a duck, it ain't a motherfucking cheetah, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? These gang member niggas don't take fades. When do you see them do it? When do you see the gang members take one-on-one fights? They don't. That's why I offer them the boxing match, because look, I know what I'm capable of doing to Gotti. For sure. And I ain't saying that he just gonna do whatever he want, like one of us gonna get up. But I know what I'm capable of doing to him. I know that. I'm in there every day. I know what I'm capable of doing to him. He ain't gonna take that. Just think about it for a second. Taking a fade with VERB in the street and VERB hurt you. How that's gonna make you feel? How it's gonna make his partners feel? They gonna accept it? Or are they gonna accept that? No, they're not gonna accept that. No. He's for all y'all that want to take up for him. It ain't many, because everybody telling him he sound crazy. Because he offered the depth gloves. But then the rules change when it go to me. All the gang members' rules change when it come to me. They do not take one-on-one fades. None of them are documented taking one-on-one fades. They do not touch rival sets. They bark at civilians when they're deep. I'm looking right at it. Y'all can play dumb with these niggas. And any nigga that think that you supposed to go crash with a nigga that's saying he got kicked out of jail, you crazy. No man on this planet has been kicked out of jail. That means you don't take a fade with him. He will not accept his time. He will not accept defeat. See, I don't got no problem taking defeat. But when you get in that boxing ring, it's just me and you. It ain't nobody jumping in it. It's me and you. It's the rules. That means you take me. And then we dap and walk away. In the street, if me and him mix it up, and if I hurt Gotti or humiliate him, what happens? He said he was kicked out of jail. So that's why I wouldn't listen to you niggas or you like your comments and something. That's why everybody comments riding with me. Because they saying you offer the depth gloves, bro. You turn so what made you change the rule when it came to VERB? All the gang members changed their rules when it come to VERB. Why is that? Because they ain't telling y'all the truth. They know I'll mix it up with them. They know that. They ask. Yes, he will, bro. Yes, he will. Yes, that man will, bro. So it's a risk. So taking a fight with Gotti, and Gotti says, we're going to go in the cut. Boy, you didn't even take your time. You're going to take defeat. Why would you take defeat if you didn't take your time? Time is easy. It's taking defeat to me. See, the thing is, all these niggas want you to be a whole ass nigga. But that's just the rappers that say that. People that know me, they know I ain't going for that. When I'm all on live and I posted a few comments, they telling people like, hey, he been listening to niggas that hate you. He don't know that he'll mix it up with you. Why do they all switch gears and say no then? See, they don't tell y'all they call and ask and say, hey, will he get it in with you? They tell him, yes, he will. Yes, that nigga will. You rappers have created your stories and believe in that shit. A man can move alone, cause I'll get it in with you. But we ain't doing that in no street. I ain't putting my hands on that man in no street. Why? Why? No, there is not one human on this planet that has been kicked out of jail. They're not gonna kick Big U out of jail, but they kicked out Gotti. And he said that on a public platform. So you mean his words got credibility? His words don't got no credibility. And you really ain't finna have credibility fucking with VERB. I offered you a chance to stop. You stuck your chest out. Okay. I ain't adept. I'm 10 times louder, 50 times more dangerous, and much smarter. And I know something he don't know, nigga. That's what happened when you play with a nigga like that, man. You offered adept gloves. Everybody saw you do that. You was talking to Suge, talking about some, you want to get in boxing gloves. That's what you said about Suge. That's what you said. You was hollering at Suge. Boxing gloves. You sent adept a contract, all that shit, boxing gloves. Every time it gets to VERB, they say no. Every time. Every time it gets to VERB and boxing gloves, they say no. These things are documented regardless of how y'all feel about me or not. That's weak as hell. It's weak as hell. You right there with it and you changed your mind. We watched you offer that nigga. We watched you offer that nigga gloves. I didn't call you a rat. He did. But you want to go in the cut with me. Shit. Shit. But you want to go in the cut with me. So I'm supposed to trust the words of Geechi Gotti that we can have a fair fade. And he told y'all he was kicked out of jail. Anybody here been kicked out of jail? Anybody know anybody that's been kicked out of jail? Oh, okay. Like I said, y'all can be dumb. That's why everybody telling him, bro, you wrong. He's still trying to play this gangster shit. He's still trying to play gangster shit, man. He's still playing. That man, all you had to do, Gotti, was say you finna get in them gloves. That's all you had to do. I'm gonna get in the gloves with Verb then. Because y'all have seen that happen 100% of the time. None of these niggas say yeah. None of them. So what the fuck do they know that y'all don't know? If he's kicked out of jail, why the rest of them getting kicked out of jail? Why was he the only one that got kicked out of jail? Oh, Gotti, we gonna get into that though. We gonna get into that though. This what happened when you fuck with niggas, man. This what you was 100% wrong what you did and you stuck your chest out with the wrong type of nigga. Okay. I offered that man the gloves like he offered a debt. He said no. All that shit. So this what I don't understand with niggas, right? Y'all have seen every nigga in this culture I've asked for boxing gloves have changed their mind. So what the fuck do they know that you fans don't know? Beating up on soft ass verbs should be easy work. Y'all don't question them theories? You don't question them theories? Uh-uh. No. Once you play with something, you gotta stand on it though. Stand on that though. Stand on it. Gloves is what's supposed to happen. Cause you offered that shit to that other nigga. You didn't take your time. You said you were kicked out of jail, nigga. That's what you said. You was kicked out of jail. So I trust your words on a fade? Man, please, ain't no trusting no niggas' words. Why? Why every time when it come to Verb and it's time to put the gloves up, right? Everybody change their rule. Everybody change their rule. Why is that? Hey, Gotti, I showed you mercy today. I talked to you calm today. And you came back bucking your chest. That's what you said, right? Okay. Hey, I'm 50 times more dangerous than Adept, nigga. 50 times. You just don't know that yet. You will, though. I offered you peace. I said, hey, you tripping. You came at me wrong. And then you bucked at it. You bucked at me. Okay. Okay. Bucking at me ain't a healthy thing to do, my boy. Bucking at me is not the type of thing that needs to happen, sir. Uh-uh. I offered you. The first day shit went wrong with Gotti, I wasn't even wrong. I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong. But I said he might have took it that way. I took mine down. He goes on a platform and then playing with my name. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. You probably shouldn't though. Cause I ain't that type of nigga. I don't duck when these things happen like this, I go to the ceiling, bro. I don't duck that. I go to the ceiling, bro. Because the thing is, if I showed you honor and I showed you respect, and then you stuck your chest out and flexed on me later, that can't happen. That 100% can't happen. You stuck your chest out and flexed on me. You tried to flex on me like I was a hoe or something. I showed you respect, nigga. I showed you respect. I said, because you probably took that wrong. Them was my exact words. Don't take my kindness for no fucking weakness. These niggas will tell you, I don't know what these niggas or what these niggas are passing around in this culture and lying to each other. Hey, I ain't never been no nigga that was like that, nigga. Ever. I ain't swallowing my words for no niggas. And any nigga that know me gonna tell you he gonna get in there with your ass. He's gonna get in there with you. No matter what, that nigga's getting in there with you. So now I'm triggered like a motherfucker now. See the rap shit'll get people fronted on, and then you say, okay, you playing with a bomb though. You playing with a bomb. Your smoke is with that yellow nigga. It ain't with me. But you want it with me though. You want the smoke to be with me though. You want it to be with me. See, everybody from a certain side, I notice y'all trying to pick up this hatred from me. I don't even call none of you niggas. I don't text none of you niggas. I don't say nothing to none of you niggas. I stay in my own world. I don't fuck with niggas. But it's a hatred that's going around and shit from one side of the street though, huh? Don't believe the hype though. Don't believe that shit. Do not believe no stupid shit with VERB, man. I did not make it this long being no bitch ass nigga, man. No, I did not. See, the thing is, when it come to our city, I got it. When it come to our city is always in the top 3. We don't make no motherfucking hoe ass niggas. We don't make no hoe ass niggas because we can't run from it. We got to see each other. 15, 20 minutes, you're gonna run into that nigga. We not allowed to be no bitch ass niggas. That's out. I don't know where y'all picking this shit up from, but ain't no nigga gonna show you nothing different when it come to me. I made it this long, nigga. I ain't never been no hoe. I show you niggas respect when y'all. I ain't never bumped heads with Gotti one motherfucking time. Not one time. I keep him out the way of everything. As soon as we get here, you up that on me, nigga, and you try to play like that? Okay. All right. And everybody telling you your ass wrong. Everybody telling you wrong. Everybody telling you wrong because what you did was wrong. But instead of being a real nigga and saying, damn, man, I did kind of fuck that up too, man. See, that's the thing. When you be real with people, and you say, I didn't have to I'm mad I took my tweet down. I didn't have to take my tweet down. I should have left it up. Because I knew for a fact I wasn't saying nothing crazy. I was standing with you, nigga. Adept said that I was standing with you. But you trying to up it on me with this hate train shit with these people. I ain't never crossed you. Not one motherfucking time. I ain't never crossed you not one time. Never. Adept said he was coming at me for trying to protect you, nigga. That's what he said. Me and Vada trying to protect you.